Alright, so as the title may suggest, I have not actually ever finished Code Veronica. To kind of go back a little bit, way before Village came out, and way before I decided to make Resident Evil my main thing, I was playing through literally every single game again, but in a way to try and get all the achievements and stuff like that. I started with 1, 0, 2 and 3 remake, which I basically already finished. And then I went to 5 and did that. 4 doesn't have like a platinum. If you're playing PS games, you'll know that platinum trophy is the 100% trophy. It doesn't have one, but I did still 100% it anyway. But then I got to Code Veronica and I got to a certain point in the game and just stopped playing it. Now don't get me wrong, I do like Code Veronica. I think it's a good game. There's a lot of conversation about the remake for it being more necessary than RE4, and I would agree. I feel like RE4 on a gameplay and visual standpoint is kind of aged really well. The game still plays really nice, looks really nice, and it overall doesn't really need one. But as you know, RE4 is held as probably one of the most popular in the series and one of the best games of the horror genre. So obviously them remaking that is going to bring in a lot of attention and probably a lot of money as well. So it does make sense. That being said though, I do think that the Code Veronica remake will happen officially. I know there is a fan one being made right now, which I've covered before, and that looks really promising, but I do feel like eventually they will remake it officially, because there's want there, which means there's money there, which means they can kind of afford doing, well, they can definitely afford doing it, but it'll definitely pay off for them to do it. But no, yeah, I do remember some things from this game. I do kind of know the basics of the story. Obviously, this game is set a couple months after RE2, and Claire is going to find Chris in Europe. She ends up going to like a umbrella facility in Paris, I believe, gets captured, and sent to Rockford Island, which is where this game is set for some of it. Well, most of it, I would say, but half of the game is probably set here, and then you go to Antarctica later on, I think. And when you get there, you basically get released because the island is completely overrun by zombies, and it's better to let you try and escape than leave you in there to die. And then you meet Steve, who is the side character in the game, who is also a prisoner there. He's a decent character. I do remember him being alright. And yeah, that's as far as the story for me goes. I do remember you do play as Chris later on in the game. For whatever reason. I think that's kind of where I stopped playing it. But yeah, you play as Claire and Chris in this game, which is nice. In terms of the game itself, I do remember some things that happen. I remember a tyrant fight on a plane. You're in like a cargo plane. You're in the back, like where all the cargo usually is stored, and it's a very small arena. And essentially you have to get it out of the back of the plane by using like the crates. And it took me a while to figure it out. I was playing through this game on the hardest difficulty. I do remember that, because I was just going to try and save myself some time and go through on hard immediately, but that didn't work out for me, because it actually made things quite difficult. I have kind of a thing never to look up how to do things in these games, so I didn't know where any items were or any puzzle solutions, so I was kind of walking around in circles for a while, and using bullets unnecessarily, so the boss fight was a nightmare. But I did do it. I remember doing it eventually. But I remember that. I remember meeting the main villain, which is something Ashford. I'm not entirely sure of the first name, but it's something Ashford. And Wesker as well. I did see Wesker in the game. He is in that too. But I don't recall much else. I do kind of remember a big worm thing. I don't know if that's a thing, but I do kind of maybe remember a big worm thing in the Chris part of the game, but yeah, I'm not too sure. But what I do remember is where I stopped playing it. Specifically, I got to a boss fight that I just finished. You're on like a helipad. I believe the boss fight's called Nosferatu or something like that, and essentially to beat it you have to scope in with the rifle you get to see its heart, like a thermal scope, and you have to shoot it. Obviously when you get the opportunity, I think. But yeah, I just thought it was weird that I'd never actually finished it before, because I was obviously going through my footage that I've had stocked up for ages, and then I saw this part and I was like, okay, this is quite old because obviously it has the date of it recorded, and it was like last year. Well, a couple of years ago now actually. But I went to check my kind of profile and check Code Veronica, and I would like had half the achievements. I was like, okay, I don't actually remember not finishing this, but I must have just stopped playing it. Which is strange because it is held up as a good game. I wouldn't say it's the best game ever. It's definitely good though. A couple of things I like about it is it's very old school. Obviously it is an old game, but it does have the old school systems with the limited inventory, limited saves, which I always prefer over how 5, 6, 4 and 8 work. I do think how they work is really, really good still. And like I've said, I love Village, I love 4, but I do prefer the limited inventory and the limited save system. It just, I don't know, it makes the game feel a bit more intense. But I don't know why I didn't finish it. It's strange to me. I don't know why I've made this video. I'm just talking about a game I've never finished before. But it's crazy. But yeah, I'm thinking about playing it again. I will have to start from the beginning. I feel like if I loaded my save, I'll just forget what I was doing, forget where I was, forget how the game plays. So I will probably start it again. And that does beg the question, does anyone want to see me play through the game blind, basically, because I forgot everything? Or maybe I'll stream it one weekend and we'll kind of just go through it blind and I'll try and figure everything out again. That'd be pretty fun. Or I'll just kind of play at my own time and make some videos on it. Either way, I'll probably do content on Code Veronica eventually, because it's a game I haven't really touched much of on the channel. I think I've covered the remake, and that's about it. The fan remake anyway. So I'll probably make some videos on it or streams with it at some point. But do let me know if you want to see any of that. And I'm always interested to see what people think about this game, because every time I have a conversation with someone about it, it's 3 different opinions. Either it's awful and completely overrated, it's really, really good, or it's just meh. Like, it's just middle. Like, that's where I sit. It's not bad, it's not good. Oh, it's not bad, it's not great. It's just a good game. But I'm interested to see what you guys think of it, because it is old now. Like, it hasn't had any treatment. You know, it hasn't got like the one remake treatment where it's still kind of the same game basically, but it looks better and the controls are fixed a bit. It has had no attention since it came out, so it does desperately need it. Whether it's, you know, a HD upscale or a re-release with better controls or something like that, or a remake, which is probably most likely the case. But yeah, I think that'll do it with my little rant about Code Veronica. I will most likely play it again at some point in the future, because it's a game I haven't fully experienced, and it's a game that people really like, so I'll definitely be playing it at some point properly and trying to get it done. But yeah, like I said, do let me know what you think about the game in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you have a mixed opinion about it? Let me know about what you think about a remake of it. Is it of importance? Which I would say it is, because again, 4 is fine how it is in my opinion. It doesn't need a remake, but this kind of does, or at least some kind of treatment to it. So yeah, do let me know what you think about it in that standpoint as well. But yeah, thank you for watching and listening to this random ramble about me not finishing a game, and I'll see you all tomorrow.